Most men think a good night text is a polite full stop. In her world, it's either the closing credit of a forgettable scene or the opening shot of a movie she keeps replaying in her head. The difference isn't the phrase, it's the emotional voltage you sneak in before her brain slips into dream mode. While you're typing sleep tight, her mind is already dimming the lights, cranking up the internal cinema, and deciding whether you get a cameo or get cut from the script. Tonight, you stop being background noise. Tonight, you learn how to hijack that last waking moment with 6 micro messages engineered to trigger intrigue, warmth, anticipation, and just enough mystery to keep your fingerprints on her thoughts until sunrise. Copy-paste artists will fail because the real trick is timing, tone, and the unspoken rule that you never send these from a place of thirst. You're not begging for a reply. You're gifting her a private experience, then disappearing like a magician who refuses to do an encore. The second her head hits the pillow, the day's static fades and her imagination becomes 4K Ultra HD. Whatever you drop into that silence gets magnified, looped, and emotionally color graded. Generic texts land like wet cardboard because they don't spark a single frame of mental footage. The 6 messages you're about to steal work because each one paints a moving picture. She has to finish herself. A half smile she'll wonder about, a pillow she'll suddenly see as competition, a dream she'll swear you orchestrated. You're not manipulating, you're handing her the brush and letting her psyche do the painting, but deploy them wrong, too early, too often, too needy. And the same lines smell like cheap cologne. Masculine energy means you hit send, toss the phone on the counter, and pour yourself a glass of water while she's still smiling at the screen. The frame is always, I've got a life, but I left a door open. Walk through if you feel like it. First up, the gentle anchor. If you wake up with a smile, you'll know who caused it. No emojis, no follow-up, just a whisper that stretches your presence into tomorrow morning. Use it after a light, warm date when the connection is fresh but fragile. You're borrowing the psychology of reward prediction, so her brain links sunrise dopamine to your name. Second, the visual tease. Good night. Hope your pillow isn't jealous I'm not there. It's innocent enough to dodge creep status, yet vivid enough to make her glance at the empty space beside her head. Mid-stage flirtation only. Too soon, and you're a desperate cartoon. Too late, and it's old news. Third, the dream seed. I'll try not to show up in your dreams, but no promises. Delivered right as she's crossing the waking threshold, it weaponizes the hypnagogic state where suggestions root fastest. She'll roll her eyes, then roll over imagining what that cameo looks like. All 3 lines share one secret. They end with a closed door. You never kick it open the next day asking, so, did you dream of me? You let the cliffhanger hang. Fourth, the callback bridge. Let me know if I make a guest appearance tonight. This installs a built-in reason for her to text you tomorrow without feeling like she's chasing. It's a psychological cliffhanger that turns the next sunrise into episode 2 of a mini-series you're directing. Fifth, the confidence flex. Rest well, but don't smile too much tomorrow thinking about me. Bold, assumptive, and calibrated for the mid-late stage when she's already investing. You're not asking if you matter. You're presuming it with a wink, letting the power differential tilt in your favor. Sixth, the quiet sanctuary. If you can't sleep, you know where to find me. No desperation, no fix-it fetish, just an open window she can climb through if her thoughts get loud. Used from fullness, it screams emotional safety. Used from emptiness, it reeks of covert contract. Each message is a different flavor of masculine certainty. Invitation without expectation, presence without pressure, influence without intrusion. Master these 6 and you stop sending texts, you start dropping emotional depth charges that detonate hours later while she's brushing her teeth or stuck in traffic. The guy still copy-pasting sweet dreams is a grayscale blur. You're now the 3D scene she rewatches in her head. Remember the guardrails? Never fire them from a begging posture. Never turn them into nightly habit. Never hang around waiting for applause. Hit send, vanish, live your life so loudly that when she does reply, she's chasing the echo of a man who's already somewhere cooler. Drop a comment tonight with the line you're field testing, share this with a friend who's still trapped in polite radio silence, and subscribe before the algorithm buries your new edge. The lines are free, but the mindset behind them, that grounded, emotionally fluent, unshakable calm, is the rare currency that turns you from contact into character, from noise into soundtrack, from "who was that guy?" into the last thought before she falls asleep and the first one when she opens her eyes.